Okay, so I started recording. So good morning, everyone. So in the first demo session yesterday, so I have explained I have covered all these all these data points as you can see here. So in this second demo session, and I am going to you know I'm going to start with going to give a demo on LoadRunner 2020 professional version. So till 2019, Micro Focus used to provide, trial version or community edition for you to anyone to, even though you register with, you can register with, public email address like Gmail or Yahoo, and you can request for it. I mean, you can download the trial version. But from 2020 onwards, Micro Focus is allowing only guys who are registering with official email IDs. So anyways, I will share the community edition through my Google Drive. So those who are having official email IDs, like you can, Google like this, Google for, LoadRunner Professional 2020 download, and you land upon this. And from these search results, you can go to, any of these links, trial download LoadRunner. Clicked on the first link, and this is the trial version that Micro Focus provides. Micro Focus LoadRunner 2020 Community Edition, right? So once you click on this link, it will ask for registration, right? So enter your details like first name, last name. So here you are supposed to provide a business email or student email ID only, as you can see, right? So previously they used to provide this community edition. They used to allow registration and provide community edition for anyone. But from 2020 onwards, from this version, LoadRunner Professional 2020, they are allowing only business emails or student emails, right? So register yourself by providing your phone number, and company name. These are, of course, job title is optional. So, and this is mandatory, I guess, as you can see, these are, fields marked with the asterisk are required fields or mandatory fields. So register yourself. If you don't have any official email ID, ping me your email ID so that I can share my Google Drive, having this, this file version. All right. So once you download it and once you install, the installer file will be of around 1 GB size. Okay. So let me show you that. So this is the LoadRunner 2020 Community Edition, right? It will, the size, the installer file size will be around, yeah, this is 982 MB. So once you install LoadRunner, you get these three components: virtual user generator, controller, and analysis. You get these three components, installed, right? So let me give a brief introduction about these three components. So the first component is virtual user generator, so which is used for creating the scripts. So let me go to that, LoadRunner slide, which is used for creating the scripts. And the second component is controller, so which is used for test executions. And the third component is this analysis component, which is used to analyze the test results, load test results, right? So these are the components that you get when you install, LoadRunner. The first component is VUgen, second component controller, the third component is analysis. Okay, guys, able to follow?
Yes, sir.
I will cover the theory concepts, performance testing basics and all from Jan 2nd onwards. So I want to just give a demo because many people have queries on like how do we, how much programming is required in performance testing? How do we actually create a script, and how do we enhance a script? So that's the reason like I'm going to LoadRunner in this demo session. Am I clear? So once is it clear? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So once you install LoadRunner, as I said, like you get these three components: virtual user generator, controller, and analysis. I'm launching VUgen for you again. So this is 2020 version. This is released in Feb by Jan or Feb 2020. Okay. So they named it as LoadRunner Professional from this 2020 onwards. So this is the UI of VUgen virtual user generator, right? So we know this is called as file menu, right? File edit view, where we have these options. We call this as menu bar, right? So let me quick, before starting recording, I want to introduce one sample application. So previously we used to do with this, advantage online shopping, but somehow, the login is not working properly. Okay. The user registration and login is not working properly. So I am going with, sample up. So this is an online application, right? Advantage online shopping.com. This is the demo application that Micro Focus uses. Okay. So, but somehow yesterday we have observed that, like in the first demo session, we observed that login is not working, right? So I'm going with a sample application which you can install on your local machine. So the first sample application that I'm going to use is, uh, some ticket, flight reservation, flight ticket booking application called Web Tours, right? So I have it on my local machine. I'll share this application to you as well. So let me show, I started that application, and let me quickly show you like how does give a brief walkthrough on the application. So as it is installed on my local machine, like you can see the host name as localhost, followed by the port number. I'll explain what is meant by port number in the sessions, right? Or else for now, remember that port number is the on your system is the point where your application communicates, or your we can communicate with the application, or this application will be listening on this port number for any incoming requests. So by hitting this URL, we have sent a request to that web tools application, and it listens on this port number 1080, right? And it serves the application serves the request. Is it clear?
Can you please repeat once? Mhm.
Yeah. So see, so I'm just explaining this URL, right? So if it is an online application, like you will have another URL like this, advantageonlineshopping.com, something like that, right? Or facebook.com or gmail.com, right? But like I have installed one sample application on my local machine. That's why you see the URL like this. Localhost represents my my laptop, right? And 1080 is the port number on which WebTours is running. This sample application is running. Clear? Just to make it
Yes.
simple,
Okay.
1080 is the port number on which this WebTours application is running, right? And WebTours is the application name, and index.htm is this page name, right? This launch page name, right? So I launched my application called WebTours. This is a flight, demo application or sample application for doing flight ticket booking. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
Let me give a quick walkthrough. So for any application, we have to first, we will register ourselves, right? For any application, we have to register ourselves and create credentials, right? We have to sign up with the application, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? And this is the link for user registration, registering with this application or creating a username with this application, right? Sign up now. Once you click on sign up now, you will enter your, details like username, password, first name, last name, street address, cities, and so on. And once you enter your details and click on continue, the you can register your details and you can create a user ID for yourself. Okay. Am I clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Right? And so this is the link for user registration. And by default, like there will be a user called Jojo and password is Beam. These are the default credentials. By default, you will have a username called Jojo and password is Beam. I'm logging into the application just to give you a walkthrough of the application, just to explain this demo application, right? So I logged into the application and you can see like 4 tabs like flights, itinerary, home, sign off. And you see a welcome message over here, right? Welcome Jojo to the reservation pages, right? So this is the welcome page or home page once we log in. So now let me show you the main functionality. Once you click on flights button, you see you get 2 drop downs, right? So guys, please understand that this is a demo application for practicing scripting. Okay. The reason why we take these demo applications is you can also download on your machine and you can practice scripting whenever you are at your convenient time, right? So once I'll show you scripting on sample applications and we will go to online applications and then real-time applications. Is it clear? Once you are comfortable with scripting, we will go with real-time applications. Yes, please be interactive. Please speak out.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
You
it's
please.
good.
Sorry.
It's good.
Okay. So let me please feel free to stop me if if there is any confusion. Right. So once we click on this flights page, you get this find flights page, and wherein you get two drop downs, one for departure city, one for arrival city. And observe here, in both the drop downs you will have same city, and you will have a total of 10 cities in each drop down. The same 10 cities will be there in the other drop down as well. Okay. Denver, Frankfurt, London, Los Angeles, Paris, Portland, San Francisco, and so on, right? So you see 10 cities in each, the same 10 cities in each drop down. Clear? So it's important to understand this. There are, even though it looks like a simple application, like you will have, few challenges in this scripting, right? So that's the reason, like, we need to understand the application properly first, right? And you see, by default, the departure date is tomorrow's date, right? This is date in MMDDYYY format, and by default, written date will be day after tomorrow, right? And you will have a text box, right? So this is text box, right? This is called text box. This is drop down, right? And you have a text box where you can enter the number of passengers, how many tickets you want to book tickets for, and then seating preferences like aisle, window, and none. By default, this will be none. Seating preference will be none, right? If you want to book a window seat, like, you obviously you have to select this radio button, right? We call these as radio buttons, right? And the type of, so this is called as checkbox, right? Round trip tickets, if you select this checkbox, so like it, you are booking a ticket for like up and down. Round trip ticket means, like, suppose, say for example, you selected departure city as Denver, arrival city as Frankfurt. So you are booking an up and down ticket for Denver to Frankfurt when you select this round trip ticket, right? And you can select the type of seat as well, like first class, business, or coach. Okay. So for now, like for the demo purpose, I'll go with Denver and Frankfurt and click on continue button. I don't select any of these options, seating preference, type of seat, or I will leave the number of passengers as 1, right? And I click on continue. So once you click continue, like it will show whatever city you select, like it will show always 4 flight options like this, right? And by default, the first flight will be checked, will be selected. Okay. And observe here, this is the flight number, this is the airline's name, and this is the flight number. And you see, like, one morning flight application is displaying one morning flight, one afternoon flight, one evening flight, and nighttime flight, right? And the cost of each ticket for morning, afternoon, evening, and nighttime, right? So this is one of the important applications that will be given in scripting tests, right, as part of interviews. So that is another reason, like, I have to cover this application. Okay. So they'll ask you to develop a script for booking a ticket, right? Book a flight ticket. Uh, for book a flight ticket, or they can give like book a cheapest flight ticket, right? Cheapest flight ticket means, it is displaying the ticket cost, right? You see the cost in dollars like 386, 343, 365, and 315. So if they may ask you to develop a script for booking a ticket randomly, or book a cheapest flight ticket, means you have to book a ticket for the lowest cost out of these four, right? Or they can ask you to develop a script for canceling an existing ticket. So all the book tickets will be in itinerary tab. They may ask you to develop a script for canceling a ticket, existing ticket. Clear? So let me give you a walkthrough. Let's continue the script, walkthrough of the application. So by default, like morning flight will be selected. So once you click on continue, you will land up on this payment details page, wherein you will enter, street address. Say for example, these are the usernames. I know it took by default as first name as Jojo and last name as Bean, right? And street address, enter some street address and city, right? Enter some number. This is a dummy application. You can enter any number. It won't validate anything, right? And for this also, you can enter any number. For expiry date also, you can enter any number, right? And you can see, the cost of the ticket, right, is $386 for the morning flight. In the previous screen, we have seen that, right? So you enter any number, it won't validate. You can enter any number of digits. As this is a sample application, it won't validate anything. It won't look for minimum 15 digits or 16 digits, or it won't look for any valid expiry date as well, right? But you need to enter some credit card number and expiry date, right? And click continue. So once you click on enter the payment details, like, it will display a confirmation message like this, saying that thank you for booking through web tours, and the ticket is booked for this flight from Denver to Frankfurt. As per our selection, we selected morning flight, right? And whose ticket cost is $386. And this ticket booked now will be available in the itinerary tab, right? So this is the invoice page, wherein it is showing the booking date, time, and ticket cost. And this ticket booked just now will be visible in the itinerary tab at the bottom, right? We booked a ticket from Denver to Frankfurt, right? You can see it over here. We booked the ticket for tomorrow because by default departure date will be tomorrow's date, right? This is it clear? Is the see, that's it. We have flights page and itinerary page, and the home page is nothing but welcome page. That's it. So you just have 3 pages, but like you will be having they can give like 4 to 5 different scripts with this application. So this is all about the sample application, right? Now let us so we can develop either uh, one script for booking a ticket, or else we will do for user registration, right? So let me quickly show you that user registration now. For registering any user, like you click on sign up now button, and provide the username. Okay, I'll give as username as perf demo 2, password as password only. I'll give the password as password. And you first name, last name, I'll use the same thing. Right? And I click on continue. So remember that the username that I'm giving is perf demo 2, right? Now it shows like it shows a confirmation message saying that thank you for registering and welcome to the WebTours family, right? And the username that we created, as this is a sample application installed on my machine, right? So we can see the user that is created just now, right? So this is the shortcut for my sample application. Right click and open file location. You go to that web tools folder on my machine, right? Or you go to web tools folder on your machine. Now there is, let me show you that users, where all those users will be created. Okay. So this is the folder where all the registered users will be created. So let me sort with date modified. Now we can see the user that we created just now, right? Perf demo 2. Guys, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is the user that we registered just now, right? And you can open that file. So basically this is a file. You can open that file with Notepad or Notepad++, and you can see the password that I have given while registering. This is first name and last name, address and city, right? So these are the details I have given while registering, right? Is it clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
what I mean to say is, whatever users that we are registering, right? So those users will be visible in this folder, in this users folder, in my web tools users folder, right? So as this application is installed on your local machine, you will have full control on your application, and you can play around with that application. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? And this is the URL. I'm copying the URL. Now let me show you how do we create a script, right? So now I have done user registration manually, right? I have registered this user manually, right? By using the application, right? Now I want to show you how to register a user, how to create a script for user registration, how to create a performance test script for user registration. Is it clear? Is the objective clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we will do with LoadRunner today, and tomorrow, in the next demo session, we will do with JMeter, right? And then, like, we will be starting our, regular sessions from day after tomorrow. Is that fine?
Okay, sir.
I will explain, from scratch, like what is SDLC, testing lifecycle, performance testing lifecycle, and so on. So I'll be covering these performance testing introduction concepts for you. I'll be starting over here from SDLC, testing lifecycle, and performance testing lifecycle, and so on. Okay. Why do we do performance testing, right? And all this. What are the goals of performance testing? What are the different types of performance testing? Of course, I covered it yesterday. We will revisit again tomorrow in the future sessions. All right. So let me show you how do we record a script, right? So you go to File, New Script and Solution, right? Select the protocol, right? So here you can see single protocol, multiple protocols, and so on. Protocol means, as I have explained yesterday, protocol is the communication language between browser and server. Is it clear? Protocol is nothing but it is the set of rules for communication between browser and server.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
Anyways, we will, we will revisit all these fundamental, I'll be explaining this, in the regular sessions. Once we start from Jan 2, I'll be explaining all these basics in detail. What is protocol, what is port number, and all this, right? But to give a brief idea about what is meant by protocol, it is a communication language between browser and server, right? So select the protocol as web protocol. So what if it is, or if your application is a web application, right? Like select this web protocol, and give some name to the script. I'll first yeah, let me create a name to the script. So web tools is my application name, and I'm going to create a script for user registration. User registration recording 1. Today's, I'm giving the today's date, 26 December, right? I just gave a script name. So these are the standard naming conventions. Okay. right? So once you give the script name, if you want to create a project, right? So you can give the solution name is nothing but project name, right? If you want to create a folder, like you can check this, okay? If you give the, project, you can give the, once you enter the solution name, you can see this got enabled, right? Create folder for solution, right? But now like I am already having a folder for this. I will choose that one, right? So this is the default path where your scripts will be saved in documents, views and scripts, right? So I already have a folder here for web tours. So let me save that script in that folder. I already have a folder with name as web2 scripts, right? Or else, let me create a new folder. Jan 2021 batch. Create a folder with your batch name, Jan 2020, sorry, Jan 2021 batch, right? And click on create, right? I gave a project name, okay? This would be my project name or folder name, so that we will save all these application related scripts into this folder. Is it clear what is meant by solution?
Yes, sir.
Once you start working on a project, like you will create a folder like this, or you will give your project name or here, so that it will, and if you check this, it will create a folder. Now click on at this path, right? This is the default path, so it will create a folder at this path, documents, views and scripts. Click on create, and if you go to that, so you can see this. You can see a template, a script template got loaded, right? Let me show you that folder once. That is there in documents. In documents, you have views and scripts folder, right? In that, oh, a folder got created, like with the name that I have given, right? Jan 2021 batch. So you can see the, date modified, right? It's created just now. And see here, like, it has created this is a folder for the script that we are going to generate, right? Now, so go back to the tool, right? And what, like I have given the scripting scenarios over here in an Excel sheet. I have listed, scripting scenarios in the Excel sheet. I'll share this, I'll share this to your email IDs, right? So this is the script that I'm going to develop now for this demo, right? Web tools user registration. So what I'm going to do is, whatever, see, I have just shown you how to create a script user manually using the application, right? Now I am going to develop a script for this and going to automate this. Means I'm going to develop an automation script for this user registration. Is it clear? Pranita, are you there?
Yeah.
Able to follow?
Hello.
Yeah. Is it clear? Are you able to follow me?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, there is some background noise from someone's side. Okay. So, I'll share this Excel sheet with everyone, right? So these are the scripts that we are going to do in, in the course, right? We have around 10 to 15 scripts over here, right? On this, these are all sample applications. So apart from this, we will be doing on real-time applications as well. So 4 to 5 scripts on real-time applications will be, we'll be doing in the course, right? So first, these are the steps for the user registration. First, you navigate to WebTools homepage, right? Navigate to WebTools homepage, click sign up now, enter profile details, click continue to login, and then log out. So these are the steps in user registration. So I'm copying these comments, or go to the tool, click on start recording, right? Click on this start recording button, right? So let me show you one more time. So if you put your cursor, you can see like, a tooltip over there, right? Record any control R, right? So control R is the shortcut for that, right? So click on the start recording and select browser. In this window, you will select the browser, whatever you want to use for recording. Okay. So as I opened many tabs in Chrome, so I will select some other browser for recording. I will select Firefox for recording the script. Before starting, like you have to, before starting recording, right? So you have to close the the browser. Otherwise, it will record all these actions into the script. Okay. So let me quickly close this browser. I closed the Firefox browser, right? And so once you click on start recording, tool will launch the browser, whatever you specified here. So you can choose any browser from the list like Internet Explorer or Firefox or Chrome or Edge browser, right? So, whatever browser you select here, tool will launch the browser for you. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? And before starting recording, there are certain recording options. I'll explain this again later. So, I just want to quickly check what are the recording options, that are set now. I'll explain these, recording options later. Or just now, for now, I want to show you, like how simple it is to create a script, right? So click on the start recording and observe here, like tool will launch the Firefox browser for you because we selected Firefox, right? Now you can see tool has launched the browser and you see a floating window like this. And like there is a provision to keep comments. Click on this insert comment and like give the step number as 1 and navigate to WebTools home page, right? So these are the steps in, I have shown you just now, right? These are the steps in this script, this user registration process, right? Click on OK. I'll show you the comments once the script is generated, how useful the comments are, right? Now copy I have given the URL over here, right? So copy the URL. So copy the URL and launch the WebTools application, right? You can see the application is launched and observe here, the count of, recording events count is increasing. Means tool is recording the requests that are going from browser to WebTools server, right? When we are accessing the application, tool will capture the request and responses, right? Request means something which is going from browser to server. Response is nothing but this is the response that you got from the server, right? So tool will capture the request and response, and that's why you will see this, event count increasing. And this is just a timer, right? So how much time we took for recording, this timer will show you, right? Now go to the next step. Second step is click sign up now, right? Second step is click sign up now. So give the step number and enter the step name, click sign up now, right? And click, so give the comment and then perform the step so that in the script will be readable for you, right? So now what is the next step now? Enter profile details and click continue, right? This is the third step. Enter profile details and click continue, right? So I'll give the username as, like just now I gave username as perfdemo2, right? So I cannot use that. I can't register with the same username, right? Agree? I already created a user with the name as perfdemo2, right? So I can't register again with the same username, right? So that's why I'm giving as perfdemo3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I will give the, this name also as, first name and last name as perfdemo3. You can give any address. I'll give as address 1, right? And pin code I will give something as 582. This also it won't validate. You can give any pin number. You can give any number like this, right? It won't validate as this is a sample application, right? Now you can see, it displays a confirmation message saying that thank you for registering, right? And this user, whatever username that we registered, that will be visible over here in the users folder, as you can see here, right? All right. Now, so if you click continue, then you will log in with that username, right? The next step is click continue to login. This is the fourth step. Click continue to login, right? Click on this continue button. Now you can see that, the user logged into the application, right? And it displays a welcome message, welcome perf demo 3 to the web tools reservation pages. So it displays a welcome message like this, right? And the last step is logout, right? So we can see that we confirm that user registration happened successfully, and we are able to log in with that username, right? And now I am logging out of the application. I kept a comment, log out, and then I logged out of the application, right? Now I am stopping the recording. So we are done with these first 5 steps, right? As part of user registration, and we stop the recording. Now you can see tool is generating the script for you. You don't write any code from scratch. So that's all I want to show you in this demo, right? So tool has generated the script for you, and without we writing any single line of code, the script is generated, as you can see here.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Right? And now let's understand the script. Okay, so see here, we have kept some comments, right, while recording the script. So you can see the comments like this: navigate to web tools home page. Second comment is like click sign up now, and we clicked on this sign up now link, right? We clicked on this sign up now, right? So this is the corresponding step.
okay.
This is the corresponding request that went from browser to server. So how can we confirm that? Like, if we keep comments, we can confirm that. We can be assured that, this particular request belongs to this transaction, user transaction, right? And in the next step, we entered the profile details. I kept a comment like enter profile details, right? And I gave some username password, right? So you can see the username and password that I entered in the application, right? So basically tool has captured the requests. These are all requests that are sent from browser. Clear?
Yes,
Okay, sir.
yes,
And then I clicked on, click continue to login, right? So I kept a comment like this, click continue to login, and then this is the request that went to the server when I click continue button, and then I logged out, right, by clicking on sign off button, right? So script is simple and easy to understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Now like so now what is the purpose of this developing the script, right? We will do some 100 users registration with the script now, right? Suppose for example you want to do user registration for 100 users, right? So manually doing that is a tedious task, right? Time taking and tedious task, right?
Yes, sir.
Now what will we do is, like, we will create 100 users, like with the help of this script now. Clear?
Okay.
So for that, we need to do some script and we have to modify the script a bit, right? So, let me, before that, so once you record the script, okay, so let me show you. I mentioned, while recording the script, I mentioned that tool will capture the request and response, right?
yes, sir.
Right? So these are the requests that are sent from the browser, right? And now how about the responses? Can we see the response of the response? Or see, when you click on sign up now, you get this page, right? When you click on sign up now, you get this page, right? So where
Okay,
can
sir.
I see that? Right? You can see that in the tool by using something called snapshot, right? So let me show you that. So right click and show snapshot, right? And go to the page view, right? This is the page that you got, right? When you click on sign up now,
Yes, sir.
right? This is the response from the server that you got. This is the response you got from the server for this particular step, right? And once you enter the profile details, it displayed some thank you message, right? Thank you for registering, Ani, right? And this is the response for this particular request. See, this is your request and this is the response, right? And like once we click on continue button, we logged into the application, right? And you saw this welcome message, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? And then once you logged out, once you click on logout button, again you get this login page, right? Right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
How do you check that? How do you verify that? Right click, show snapshot, and you see the page, and you see the page view, right? You go to page view and you can see the page that you got in the browser or the response that you got from the web tools server. Is it clear or any queries? I will take a pause here for any queries.
Sir, where should we right click, sir?
Okay. See, your request started at line number 17, right? So
Yes,
this is
sir.
your index dot. See, this is the URL where we started. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Localhost web2s index.html. Let me show you. See, localhost 1080 web2s index.html. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So once you enter this, you get this login page, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to see that response, right click, show snapshot, and you'll
Below
see.
that we should be right clicking, sir.
No, on that, see, this request started at line number 17 and ended at line number 25. You can right click anywhere from line number 17 to 25.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Did you install LoadRunner on your machine?
No, sir.
All right.
Not.
Yeah, I'll help you install this. I have a document, or else, I'll help you in the session itself.
Okay, sir.
I have step by step, I have prepared a document for LoadRunner installation tool with screenshots.
Okay.
I'll share you that. I'll either share you that or I will do it in the session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So is it interesting? Right. Now let us quickly see like how to use this script. Using this script, how can we automate the user registration process? I want to create some 500, I want to create some 100 users or 1000 users, whatever the number may be. You can do that with the help of a script now. Instead of doing manually, opening a browser, going to this page, clicking on sign up now, entering all these details and clicking continue. Instead of doing this manually, you can do that with the help of a script now, right? So for that, see, you see the username, right? So we have to change this username every time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, first let me show you without me, I'll just change the username here with, perf demo 3. I'm uh, I want to replace with perf demo 4 because I can't use the same username, right?
Yes.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't use the same username, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you try the script, if you run, you can run the script without making changes, and let me show you what happens, right? Let me replay the script. Okay, so this is the option to replay the script, right? So
Okay.
click on this replay button, or F5 is the shortcut. So once you start replay, you'll get a runtime waiver window like this, right? See, let's see this runtime waiver. Runtime waiver will show you what happens when when you are running the script. Okay, go to the beginning. So this is the login page, right? See, guys, this is the first request in the script, right?
Yes,
Webtools index.html. And this is the, see, you can see the URL over here, webtools index.html, and this is the login page, right? So this is runtime viewer, means it will capture all the snapshots. It will, you right click and you saw the snapshots at the bottom, right?
Yes, sir.
The same thing will be visible in the runtime waiver without right clicking and uh, going to page view and all. You can see that in the runtime waiver. Clear?
Okay.
Next, click on forward. You will get the next page. So this is the page. The next step is click sign up now, right?
Yes, sir.
Next page is click sign up now, right? This is the page that you get, right? This is the page that you get, right? You can see that in the runtime waiver as well, right? Now here we entered the username, password, and address and city and all, and submitted those details, right? Now, if you click on forward page, what is it saying? Forward button. What is it saying? Your username is already taken because we have already registered this perf demo 3 while recording the script, right? While recording the script, right? I gave the username as perf demo 3. That's why it is saying that this username is already registered. Please choose another username.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Yes, sir.
right? And then forward. So obviously we cannot. So you can see here, it did not do a login, proper login. You can see it is not displaying the username here, right? Because user registration itself failed. Agree? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, so let me change the username. So we'll give a new username and replay the script. Okay. So I'll give the username as perf demo 4. Oh, sorry. So I'll replace perf demo 3 with perf demo 4,
Yes, sir.
right? And do replace all, right? It will show like how many occurrences it replaced also. Somehow it is not showing, but you'll get a small window on which it will show how many replace occurrences are replaced. Or let me show you in the script. It replaces all occurrences because I used replace all. So here you can see it replaced the username, first name, last name, and so on, right? Now let's save the script, right? And replay the script. Now we are going to, we want to do user registration with this username, right? So that's what we are doing here. Now replay the script and now this will be successful. So observe this, runtime viewer, right? It will wait at the last page, right? It will stop at the last page. So now I came to first page because back button previous screen is back button is enabled means we are at the first page, right? Click forward, right? This is sign up page. Once we click on sign up now we get this page, and then you can see here, right? So perf demo 4 is registered successfully,
Yes, sir.
right? Now you can see the user registration successful, right? Thank you for, and it is displaying a confirmation message saying that thank you for registering. Welcome to the Web2s family, right? And you can see that user over here. You can see that particular user over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, like you can log into the application. So you can use, perf demo 4 because that user is registered, and you can enter the username and password, and you can log into the application, and you can book some flight tickets and so on. Clear? Understood, right? Now like we have done user registration with the help of a script. Did we write any single line of code till now?
No, sir.
All right. So we just changed some we modified the script as per our requirement. That's it. So we will be doing such changes. Now, suppose I want to create some 100 user IDs. I want to do some 100 user registrations. How to do that, right? So without writing any code, like we'll do that. Let me show you that quickly. So there is something called parameterization. Means, see, every time, suppose if you want to create 100 user IDs or 1000 user IDs, right? So you cannot every time, you cannot change replace this, and you can't run the script every time, right? It is again a tedious task, right? Now what we do is we will keep these usernames into a file, username and password into a file, right? Into a data file, and and when we will do 100 user registrations, in just 1 or 2 minutes. Let me show you how to do that, right? So select so every time we have to give a different username. That is understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, right? So we cannot use see, if we have some Gmail ID, right? So I have perfdesk.kb@gmail.com. That is my Gmail ID. So no one can register with the same Gmail ID, right? Again,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
my Gmail ID is perfdesk.kb@gmail.com, right? So no one can register with the same Gmail ID, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So in the same way, we have to give a unique, a different username every time, right? So for that, what I will do is I will create I will create some 100 user IDs and I will put it into a file. For that, I will use Excel. So if you remember, tomorrow I asked you to prepare an Excel basics. Okay, you know, we use my Excel more predominantly, more right regularly in performance testing or manual testing, whatever it is. So we'll be using Excel, on a day-to-day basis, right? So now I am creating some, I use it till perf demo 4, right? Is it perf demo 4? I used it. So now I will create some 100 user IDs like this. Perf demo 5, right? Perf demo 6, right? I will create some 100 user IDs. Right? So I will create till perf demo 100, right? Right? Okay. Copy those. Let me put perf demo 1 to 3 4 also. Hold on. We already used those user IDs, but still I will put it into a data file. Right? I created 100 user IDs from perf demo 1 to 100. Right? Copy this. Control C. Or else you can save it in an Excel file and you can give it to the script also. Right? So I created some 100 user IDs. Right? Now what we do is, let us do something called parameterization. Means we are keeping this username and password into a file. Right click, replace with parameter, create new parameter. Right? Let us give a name to this parameter name. Means let's give some name into this. Right? P username. The reason why I'm giving small p is to indicate that this is a parameter, right?
Okay.
To indicate that this is a parameter, I am giving small p, right? And click on, observe here, the parameter type is file by default, and you see the original value got copied here, right? Perf demo 4, that is the original value in the script that got copied here, right?
Yes, sir.
Click on this properties and click on this create table, right? And it will it will ask for confirmation now. So do you want to create a data file with this name? It is asking us, do you want to really create a data file with this name, username.data, right? So before that, let me show you the script folder once. Where do we have the script folder by default? Where are the scripts saved by default? In documents, we use an scripts, right? In this folder, we created one, again we created one folder, and this is where your script is there. See, web tools user registration rec1 26 December. This is your script name, right?
Yes, sir.
And how many files are there in this folder? Observe here, like you see there are 31 items in the file now. Agree? You can see here 31 items, 31 files are there in this folder, right? Now once you click OK, it will create a new file with this name, pusername.data. Go to this file and see. Now you can see 32 items are there, or 32 files are there in this folder. If you sort with date modified, you can see it created a data file just now at 9:20. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Guys, able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Now what we do is, we will put all the usernames. We created some 100 usernames, right? We'll put all the usernames into this file. I'll copy these usernames, right, and paste it into this, into this data file. Okay. All right. So I kept all the 100 usernames into this file, data file, and saved it. Right now, let's see. Like it will show like this. Like it will show all the usernames like this. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, we already used this. Like perf demo 1, 2, 3, 4. We already used it, right? I want to use from perf demo 5. Means from the fifth line, I want to use the username from fifth line. There is an option here. Tool provides an option here. So you can use this, change this first data line to 5. Now see here, it is showing row in the first line. It is showing as perf demo 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Now click OK. And like, do you want to replace all occurrences of the string with this parameter? See, it replaced the username over here with the parameter now. P username and a parameter to replace చేసింది, right?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, I think there are one or two guys like from non-Telugu people. So it has replaced the username with the parameter name that I have given, right?
Yes.
Now what is it asking is, do you want to replace all occurrences of the string with this parameter? Means, do you want to replace perf demo 4 with this parameter? That's what it is asking, right? And it is highlighting also, like, where is that perf demo 4? See, it has highlighted this 5758 with this blue color,
Yes, sir.
with this sky blue color, right? Now say yes and no. Say yes and you will get this replace window. Observe here, these are line numbers, right? 57 and 58. There is perf demo 4 here in line number 57 and 58. Now if you say replace all, it has replaced all those occurrences 57 and 58 long, right? And it is displaying like 2 occurrences were replaced,
Yeah.
right? It displays a confirmation message saying that 2 occurrences are replaced. Click OK and close this window and save the script, right? Now, right? Now we username we parameterized, means we need not change the username every time. We need not open the script and change the username every time. Now I am going to run the script for 96 times, because perf demo 5 nunchi till 100 we have. Hold on. So let me show you the parameter file. So perf demo 5, I am going to run the script with these usernames now. Perf demo 5 till
100.
perf demo 100, right? There are 96 values, right? Now let me show you how to run the script for 96 times, right? Go to runtime settings. I'll explain this one more time, right? So change the number of iterations will be 1 by default, right? Number of iterations is 1 by default. Change this to 96, right? Right? And then replay the script, okay? Right? So I'm running the script for 96 iterations. I want to create some 96 users now. Clear? With the script. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
I'm using the same password for all the users, of course, and same address and same PIN number. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now let me replay the script. Click on this replay. Sit back and relax. You can, users registration will be done by the script now for you. See, right? So start replaying the script, and you can see user registration happening for the with the help of the script now, right? You sit back and relax, or go for a coffee break, right? And or go for a break, and by the time you like in 1 or 2 minutes, that 100 users will be reached, registered with the help of a script.
Yeah.
Right? So let us check randomly. We will take perf demo 35 and see if we are able to log in with that user. Perf demo 35, right? I'm checking just randomly. Right? So we are able to log in. Right? So without registering, we cannot log in, right? So suppose I am giving perf demo 101. I gave in the file, I gave till perf demo 100 only, right? So that user is not registered. So obviously you cannot log in, right? It says like incorrect password. Of course, it should say like, see here, the username password combination you entered is invalid, because this user is not yet registered, right? But if you try with perf demo 100, right? So let me check if the script is completed. So it is 64 users, till 65 it is done, right? But if you use a registered user, obviously you will be able to log in. Demo 65, right? You can see we are able to log in here. And in the runtime waiver shows you what is happening. Observe here. And observe here, it is running, tool is showing you which line it is executing. See here, it shows in a yellow color mark, like which step it is executing. It is highlighting that line.
So
Right?
Kishore,
It is completed, and you can see that 96 users till perf demo 100. All these users are registered with the help of a script.
Yes.
Right? So means we automated that user registration process, right, with the help of a LoadRunner script. Any queries now?
yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
From where we get this runtime setting screen?
Okay, see, if you click on this runtime setting,
Okay, okay.
I will explain the UI one more time. So, like when we are doing our regular sessions, I will
Yeah,
explain
yeah,
each of these UI elements.
yeah.
I will explain, what all you can, what is this, actions, what is this, extra files, runtime settings, parameters, recording report. I will explain the UI like, in the regular sessions. Got it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So like not just 100, right? So you can register, like you can do some thousands or lakhs of user registration now with the script, right? You just need to provide the usernames, that's it.
Yes.
So you can provide user thousands and lakhs of usernames, and you can create the users with the help of a script. Now you can do that user registration with the help of a script. Sounds good? Interesting? Right? So we are done with our first script, right? So this is our first script. We are done with our first script successfully. Of course, there are a couple of other steps as well. Like there are, we need to do some, few more enhancements to the script. So, which I will be covering in the regular sessions. But, we are done with the first script, that is user registration script. So I'll stop the demo session here. So, and, like I will take a pause, like, and address any queries.
So I have one general question.
Mm-hmm.
So does this script, recording script, works every time? So
Yeah.
every time we do recording, or we have
No,
to
we need not do recording every time. So the script will work anytime, unless until there is change in the URL. If there is
Mhm.
any change in the URL, you have to change it in the script. This is for this application, particular application, right?
No,
We have
no,
to.
no, 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 no. My question is that does the recording things works every time, or we have to write the code as well?
Okay, got it. So just this record and replay works with every script, or we need to do some
Coding.
coding in any script. That's what you mean to ask, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like only 10% of the script requires some coding. 10% of the scripts,
Okay.
right? There are few more, like there are few more script enhancements that we want to do for other scenarios. But this, I know I took a simple script, just to make you understand, how do we generate a script with any tool,
Okay.
right?
So
So it will
will
be
you be
other scripts will be bit complex, just recording and playback may not work, will not work every time in every case, but that there will be no complexity, not much complexity with creating a script.
So will you be covering those scenarios as well in which the coding would be required?
Yeah, definitely. So if I want to cover these scripts, like I need to cover all those.
Okay.
So in the next script like that, I'm going to show like there will be a correlation concept called correlation. I'll explain what is correlation and I'll explain like how to do that correlation. So nothing to worry, like, I have made the scripting simplified, because this is my 10th batch, and like I made it very simple and easy to understand to anyone to do scripting, right? So, so no need to worry about that. And only 10% of the scripts will be require some programming, right? So which I will be covering in the sessions. I will cover so the reason why we do these many scripts is like in each script you will get a different challenge. Okay.
Right.
So that is the reason we took some, I took some Java applications, some .NET applications, and like this web tools application is a application built in Strawberry Perl language. Strawberry Perl language, right? So you have to install Strawberry Perl if you want to make this application work. So I'll share this application with you. I'll make you install this application on your local machine, and I'll make you do the script on your own.
Okay.
I'll make
And
not just the script, I'll make you do every script that I cover in the training. I'll ensure that you will be able to do it on your own.
one more thing. Let's say this is the UI, right? And we are doing the load testing of this UI. So sometimes we have the REST APIs and SOAP APIs as well. So can we do the load testing of those APIs through LoadRunner?
Yes, we can do API testing with any tool like LoadRunner or JMeter. I think I
Oh,
have one API script readily available on my machine.
okay. So is this would this be a part of the course?
Yes, I will be covering API testing. Okay,
Okay.
I explained it in the demo session yesterday.
Okay.
Let me quickly show you that. Okay, I explained it in my course contents, right? So you can
Okay.
see here, I'll cover web protocol, web services, true client protocol, and with LoadRunner and JMeter, right? So API testing, yes, I will cover. Okay, let me specify that as well.
Okay.
And these are the tools that I'm going to cover, like Toad, dbeaver, like for running basic SQL queries, and I'll make you install all these tools, Toad and dbeaver, and I'll show that db visualizer, and I'll show you how to use those tools to run SQL queries, how to connect to the database, and how to run the SQL queries. And this is one more sample application that I installed on my machine called Konacart. This is an e-commerce application. Okay.
Mhm.
No, I think it is already started. That's why it is throwing error. Yeah. So it's already started Konacart application. So I'll show, this is another sample application, Java application, so which we'll use for scripting, right? So we'll use some online applications as well. Okay. So right now that application is giving some issues. It's not working properly, right? So otherwise, like this is a modern application, which which is being used by Micro Focus for demo purpose, for their demo purpose. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is the latest application. Previously, they used to use this web tools application. So this is the latest application that Micro Focus is using for their demos, right? So we will develop some scripts on this application as well. For instance, for the last batch I covered this, I developed one script on this AOS, means Advantage Online Shopping. That is the project name that I have given, right?
Okay.
AOS for each controller demo, right? So this is one script I have done for for this particular application.
Okay.
So what I covered in this is I go to the laptops page, and there are some 11 laptop models here, right? So I want to visit each laptop, right? I want to check each laptop like this, right? So that is what I have covered in this script, this particular JMeter script. right? Let me show you this. So this is JMeter tool, right? The other tool that I'm going to cover in training. Let me replay that and show you. You can see the script name for each controller demo, right? So you see, I navigate to the home page, right? You can see it over here. I know if you want to see the HTML page, like you select HTML from this drop down and see the response body. JMeter, runtime waiver is not that much evolved. See, LoadRunner is a much matured and evolved tool. You can see, like, it will show you clearly the, the complete page, right? So with JMeter, that is not the case, of course, but because it is an open source tool, right? It is expected, but, it will show you as bits and pieces like this. It will show you the response in bits and pieces like this.
Okay.
Okay. Right, but you can see, like, see, navigate to each page. So if you observe here, see, this is laptop's page. I mean, I went to the, let me go to the application. See, this is laptop's page, right? And you have 11 different laptops in this page, right? Let me show you that. So this is the laptop's page, and you can see, like, the script is going to each laptop page. So you can see the first laptop is like HP Chromebook 14G1, right? And the second laptop is HP Chromebook G1 ES, right? That's what you are seeing over here, right? HP Chromebook 14G1 and 14G1 ES and so on, right? So this is with JMeter. So once LoadRunner is completed, then we will go to JMeter, okay? So I'll stop the demo session here. So this is my YouTube channel. So, please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, performance testing real-time training, that is my channel name. So once you go to YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
Search for, search for performance testing real-time training. Somehow the machine is slow.
Bring it to me.
Am I sharing my screen? So this is my YouTube channel, okay? So, like, this is my name and contact number, as you can see here, right? Please like, share, subscribe to my channel for, for more videos. All right. So I'm closing the session.